College athletics is a billion-dollar industry. There's so much money, time, and effort put into making this industry a success, but where does the money go? I've been researching this topic for a few months now, looking at different mediums and different viewpoints, portraying why or why not college athletes should receive external compensation outside of their scholarships. However, college athletes should not be compensated for their athletic performances because of all the academic and athletic benefits they already receive from their respective universities. Scholarships are a big part of what makes an athlete choose where they go based on what the universities are able to provide for them. College athletes already receive athletic scholarships to attend their universities. The average scholarship is nearly equivalent to the average American's yearly income. The cost of attending a university out of state is upwards of $30,000 a year. This means that most universities are giving their athletes free tuition, room and board, and meal plans. They are being compensated for their work from the universities already. They do not need more than what they are already getting, considering after 4 years, hundreds of thousands of dollars are spent on each one. Athletes not only receive scholarships from their colleges, they also get to use the university's resources. The athletes get to use the training facilities as well as having access to top-of-the-line coaching that they will not be able to find anywhere else. They also get to travel the country playing other teams, and all of their travel expenses are paid for. Scholarships are how most universities are able to compensate their athletes, but are the athletes really worth that much? Athletes are worth nothing until they are eligible for the NBA or NFL drafts. Basketball players and football players are worth exactly $0.00. This means that student athletes are not worth millions and they do not deserve to be paid millions. Basketball players are not eligible for the draft until they are 1 year removed from high school, and football players are not eligible for the draft until they are 3 years removed from high school. None of these athletes, no matter how talented and sought after they are not monetarily worth anything because they cannot be entered into the draft. Since they cannot be paid until they are professionals, why is this so? College athletes are amateurs. According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, an amateur is a person who does something for pleasure and not as a job. Players are considered amateurs, which means they are not playing for money. Most people who view college sports do so because they have a notion that the players are doing it for the sport and not for the money they could be making. This means that people who care about sports think the students thrive on the integrity of playing the sport for the love of the game instead of for the paycheck. Amateurism is about doing something you love for no money, but for the pleasure that the activity gives you. The NCAA strategically uses the terminology of amateurism to ensure that the players cannot receive compensation because college athletics should be for the love of the game and not the finances of it all. College athletes should not be paid, however, because they are not professionals, they are amateurs. They are not even able to be professionals until they are removed from their high schools. They receive scholarships as well as unlimited resources provided by their universities. College athletes should not get a paycheck for their services to the university because the exposure and free tuition should be enough. College athletics should be for the love of the game and not the paycheck of the point guards.